What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to GmiasWorld Podcast, and today we're going to be talking Seahawks and the Rams. There's so many things going on with this game, but the number one thing that we're going to be talking about that everybody, since the game was over last night, many people, either tweeted me, DM me that Jared Goff is straight trash can status. Now, you know how I go, bro. Listen, if a dude is garbage, he's garbage. Cam Newton at this point in his career is trash. I don't care if he's hurt. Bro, I'm just done with him. I've been seeing too much. Ever since he didn't jump into that pile, he's been a completely different person. I don't even, I would be saying, Matt Ryan is garbage. All right? Case Keenum is garbage. Kirk Cousins, trash. Those guys, it doesn't matter what you tell me, which way you try to slice it, dice it, roll it up all around and put it in, whatever you want to put it in, it's straight doo-doo sandwiches. All right? Jared Goff is not there yet. He's kind of in between. Let me explain why, right? When you look at Russell Wilson turned into a very, very good quarterback. Remember the Legion of Boom, all that stuff. There was a lot of problems in the locker room. Sherman, those guys, they wanted him to be like that Trent Dilfer of the Ravens defense, just be a trash quarterback and make them be the superstars that won everything. That's what the Legion of Boom was. And Russell Wilson always believed he was better. Obviously, right now, he's showing us he's way better. But I think he grew into what we've been seeing over the last couple of years because, honestly, they didn't really need that much from him when Sherman and those guys were there. So, when you look at the fact that Jared Goff, what did he throw for, 395? He had a pick, he had an interception. Late down the stretch, he did everything he could to put them in position to win that game. That's all I'm going to say. Everett, Cooper Kupp, these guys, they're out there balling. Passes are being dropped. Dudes are fumbling. It's a wild situation. Did he make some wild throws where you're like, is this guy serious? Yes, but that's going to happen. You got to remember, I know he's getting paid $30 million a year, and many people, that's the thing that people don't understand. These guys are good, depending on what's going on in the game, they're not going to always play the amount of money that they're making. You know what I'm saying? Zeke Elliott hasn't been playing the kind of guy that's a $100 million man. He hasn't been playing like that. And speaking about that, Todd Gurley, what is he? 15 carries, 51 yards? Let me just say this, right? Before we start jumping on this guy, and just saying the dude's garbage, let's talk about the Seahawks first. Russell Wilson, right? They won a very, very close game. But Russell Wilson is a very, very unique player. Chris Carson really helped him out. He was over 100 yards and stuff like that. No touchdowns, though, but no rushing touchdowns. But this is the situation that I need people to understand. He's going to make better plays because Russell Wilson is the better quarterback. So if you're comparing Jared Goff to Russell Wilson, that's not fair. You see what I'm saying? People have to understand. It's you remember when Peyton Manning was playing Tom Brady, and Peyton Manning was the regular season guru, but he could never beat Tom Brady. I don't think it was the fact that Tom Brady was better than Peyton Manning. I think it was the fact that Bill Belichick was cheating, and it was Spygate, Bountygate, all kinds of gate with the gate. And in addition to that, Tom Brady was able to make plays that the team needed at that time because Peyton Manning had no defense at all for most part. With the exception of the year with Bob Sanders, he didn't really have any defenses, but he was able to still take the team wherever they wanted, but it was just that one team, right? This situation is different, okay? There is no Bill Belichick in this scenario. There's the Rams defense, bro. These dudes supposed to be the number one D. They're supposed to be doing all this stuff with the D. They don't got no D, bro. You giving up 30, oh my gosh. And then Aaron Donald, this is what's funny about it. And this is why, Skip Bayless, sometimes you listen to Skip Bayless, you're this guy is on heavy, heavy drugs. And then sometimes you listen to him and you're like, you know what, bro? He might have a point. Because Aaron Donald, I don't know what he's doing. I saw him a couple times where he just ran in, missed the tackle, was laying on the ground. He was out of the play completely. He wasn't able to make the play. If he's the number one player in the NFL, I just don't feel like he does it every game to get. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. But the more I watch him play, I don't know if I'm being unfair because it's a new season, it's early, or whatever like that. But last year, you kind of saw him every game do whatever he wanted, even in their losses. I'm not really seeing that right now, dog. You look, bro, when a team is getting 30 points, you're not that dude right now. You're not Lawrence Taylor, running around breaking Joe Theismann's leg. Listen, it's a lot of things that are going in to what's happening, but the bottom line is the Rams are not playing well, and whenever we get a chance to look at Jared Goff, he's usually making a wild errant throw, and then we immediately blame him for everything. You see what I'm saying? But again, in certain aspects of the game, I saw him throw crazy seams and break through a window, like very, very tight windows, and receivers just did whatever they wanted. So if we're going to critique him, we got to still be fair and say, you know what? On the other side of the token, these things were also happening. You know what I'm saying? Like, we have to be like that. That's all I'm asking. Like, when I say somebody's garbage, I give you guys the valid information. Like, yo, look, I've been watching this guy for a very long time. This dude has been doing this. He's been doing that. Jared Goff didn't play well, really in the Super Bowl. But again, Bill Belichick, he didn't play well in a lot of big time games. But he's won some big games though. You know, going back to last year, he has won big games. The Rams are having a very, very slow start. It looks really wild the way that everything is right now. But again, I can't just sit here and just say, all right, you know, the dude just completely played like trash, because he didn't. That wouldn't be true. Now, let's break down Todd Gurley. The only thing Todd Gurley has done is made it so guys like Zeke and other running backs are possibly going to be able to make some money. Other than that, he sucks since he's got his contract. Like, look, again, arthritic knee, whatever else is going on, I understand all that stuff. I definitely get it, but he's not playing well right now. I think we can all agree with that. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's just not doing. He's not worth the money at this point. You know, but like I said, let me take that back. You're worth whatever anybody's willing to pay you. So let me take that back. He's not playing up to what they paid him to do. Let's just do it, because like, I'm not counting anybody's pockets. I love that he got his money. That's great. God bless him and his family and all that stuff. But as far as people that are fans of the Rams, he's not doing what he's supposed to do. Didn't they have that fat butterball coming for him in the Super Bowl and like throughout the playoffs and do whatever? Who was that, CJ Anderson? Look, it's a lot of weird things going on. You know what I'm saying? But we have to look at all aspects of the Rams. Defensively, I like, bruh, what are they doing? And I'm just all over the place because it's just so many things that happened last night that had me so angry, including Pete Carroll, because he's chewing the gum like it's his last piece of gum, and he's making the worst decisions ever. And I just don't know why or F. Like, does he think that this is gonna? Bro, I almost had 4 heart attacks watching the game. Like, this guy's decision making is wild. You know what I'm saying? It's like a teenage girl trying to decide what she's gonna wear to the prom. Like, this dude is really, really crazy on 4th down and all kind of stuff that he's doing. And I don't know where the Seahawks are going, bro. Like, I just want to break that down like that. I just don't know where they're going. Like, this dude, that dude is a savage when it comes to play calling. But again, that's not what this is about. You know what I'm saying? That's not what any of this is about. I just wanted to share that with you. That, like, if you guys are Seahawk or Ram fans, I know this was like a roller coaster. High score, and it was excellent. I loved every minute of it. But it was very, very wild when you think about the stuff that was transpiring between both. It was really, really crazy, man. Like, I have no idea what was going on. Like, I'm so serious about it. But at the end of the day, like I said, the Seahawks were able to pull it out. That's great. Home, they were home. Everything is great, right? This thing, everything else about this game just made me know so many different things about the NFC West. Like, it's going to be a very, very wild situation going forward. And many of you that had people in like your leagues and you're trying to win money, whatever you're doing, you really took L's in certain cases. Chris Carson probably came out a little bit, but like a lot of dudes just wasn't doing what he's supposed to do. Cooper Kupp maybe, and Everett. But at the end of the day, people have to understand, if you go back and look at the game, it's no way you can just write Goff off. Like, he's not as good as the other quarterback. Like, he's not I don't think he's a top 10 QB, but I think he's formidable enough if the Rams defense will wake up and say, you know what? Okay, I'm Aaron Donald. You know what I'm saying? Like, people think I'm the number 1 guy. Let me go in here and just run through 19 guys and sack a quarterback or something. Like, you got to do stuff like that. I'm not seeing that, bro. So with the Rams, as far as that goes, people have to really understand that it's the way that you play defense, and then you get a quarterback that can make some plays down the field. You know, like, that's the way it works. Like, you can't just come out and expect Cooper Kupp to just be like the way he was last night, like every single game. Everett, these guys over 100 yards doing what they're not going to do that every game. I'm just letting you guys know that, like, it's not going to happen every game like that. So, Brandon Cook's got to step up. Like, there's a lot of other things that are going on within the game, but number one, primarily, I think a portion of this blame has to go to the defense. I don't know if you agree with me or not, but the Rams defense is supposed to be like this godlike defense. So why are they giving up 30 points? Like, he still put up 29, but why are they giving up 30 points? That's what we have to ask ourselves. Let's stop raging about Goff at this point. That's pretty much what the issue is for me. So if you guys agree, let me know. If you guys think it's going another way, let me know as well. We will be back with more recaps soon after NFL Sunday. Thank you for watching. You have a great day. One love.